Alright, how are we, guys? How are we? Hope everyone's doing well. Alright, how are we, guys? How are we? Hope everyone's doing well. Alright, how are we, guys? How are we? Hope everyone's doing well. Bit of an echo there. It's not good. Fix that up. It pretty much was, Asher. What's going on, man? What's going on? You all good? Good. That's too funny. Alright, leaders, Steve hosting. Alright. Let's check this game out. This game looks pretty cool. Modeling a new Harvey Norman store. Wow. That's crazy, man. Alright, let's have a look. This actually looks pretty cool. Alright, let's turn down the music. DLC. Ooh. Once Upon a Time, Evil Caribbean, Lord of the King. Oh, look at this, we got all the DLCs. Thank you, MDK. Thank you. Pretty cool.
A long, long time ago, the absolute evil had, in the famous predecessor to this game, subjugated the known world and defeated good. Now, in a world full of blackness and despair, it spent its days sipping cocktails from the skulls of its enemies.
Yeah, should Ash.
And forging new plans
There we go.
over a grilled unicorn kebab.
Grilled unicorn kebab.
There wasn't much left to forge. A few orc wedges, the occasional trick played on the little snots. There just wasn't anything left to conquer. As the weeks and months passed, the absolute evil grew ever more reticent and seclusive. From time to time, one could hear a slight murmur from the depressed evil's super-secret laboratory in the depths of the dungeon. Its creatures grew more worried with each passing day, and even started to miss its ingenious evil tricks. It was a somewhat confusing time for them. No beatings, no torture, and no being sent to a senseless death. On the other hand, it was a rather nice change. Eons passed, and the unicorn supply dwindled until suddenly, one wonderful day, the evil genius evil joyfully burst from its super-secret laboratory. It finally had a new goal. An unknown continent, as often found in sequels, lay to the east, sheltered from the wicked evil by naught but a puny little ocean.
Pretty cool.
It immediately had a fleet built. This was so powerful
Hey,
that it
that's
covered the
your TV.
horizon from north to south,
for the
and
hosts.
was manned by the best and most
There we
powerful
go.
creatures at the devious
Ah,
evil's
kicked it
command.
off manually. Nice.
The fleet set sail for the crossing to this new continent. left the harbor and sank. Yet that mattered naught to the couldn't give a hoot about its minions' evil. It instructed its goblins and little snots to design an even more powerful fleet. These new ships were gigantic. Loaded with Devious Evil's second-best creatures, the fleet set out.
Yeah, I
and
know,
that
right?
sank as well.
It's pretty cool.
The annoyed Evil saved his relentless anger towards the shipbuilders for later. Obviously, it would have to take care of the matter itself. With a sigh, it cast a spell and created a shadow of itself, a creature of absolute darkness and evilness. This shadow flew across the water towards the east. There, it would find a vessel, a corruptible being that would subjugate this land in the name of evil, and the shadow had the perfect target in mind.
It's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool video. I like that intro video. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's have a look. So, this game has 60 achievements, which is pretty cool. It's like a great game. Like, very cool. Let's jump into the campaign. Let's do the tutorials, because we haven't...
Dungeon Basics. The newcomer Evil should learn the basics of dungeon management.
We actually haven't played this yet, so we'll do the tutorials. Get it out of the way. Hey Ash, question for you. Is there a bit of a delay in terms of like me talking and gameplay? Let me know. I might have to fix that. It shouldn't be doing that.
Ah, the still learning the ropes Evil had decided to try the excellent tutorials. Good choice. In this childishly simple introductory mission, it would learn the basics of dungeon management. Things like digging, building rooms, and hiring and firing creatures. Everything a novice Evil needs to know. First of all, it admired the center of its power, the dungeon heart. This, if possible, should never be broken, as that would lead to an inglorious and permanent end to the definitely wanting to avoid this at all costs Evil. Naturally, the most important resource for any evil genius was gold. One could make the best things out of the glittering metal, and nary a creature was going to let the absolute evil hire it and push it around without a coin or two. Sad, I know, but that's the way the cold, hard, capitalist world of evil works. Although a little gold could also be stored in the dungeon heart, the little snots, the strange name-giving evil's workers, had to travel long distances to do so. It made much more sense to build a treasury nearby. The fast-learning Evil immediately began doing so.
Okay. Alright, beautiful. Good. Alright. As long as it's synced for you. It's excellent. Alright. Okay. So we're gonna dig space for room. All glitter is gold. All that glitter is gold. Oh, this is awesome. Alright, so what do I have to do now? Oh, so it's... Oh, that's awesome. Oh, so you gotta control... Oh, so you control them. That's pretty cool. All good, bud, all good. All good. All good. All good. No neck hair. Oh, good. It's pretty funny. This is actually interesting. What do I have to do? Open the menu. Construction menu. Treasury. I gotta build a treasury. do I have to do now?
Sometimes the bored evil's little snots didn't work quickly enough. That was the time to give them a hearty slap with the hand of terror. Naturally, this had to be done immediately.
Wow. Slap. So how do you slap them?
Oh.
Oh, this is too funny. So how are you supposed to smack? Oh yeah, press the B button.
Evil threw a cagey glance at its population limit. These were divided into little snots and creatures. As opposed to creatures, little snots did not have to be hired separately, but were always regenerated up to the maximum limit. And so it was that the massacring evil didn't have to worry if one of these miserable creatures died. It simply had to wait for the next one. At the same time, the little snots were the dungeon workers who dug the galleries, mined the gold, and took care of any number of other things. That's why it was never a bad idea to increase their maximum limit. The thirsty for more little snots...
Okay, so what am I supposed to do?
Evil hurriedly began work. The corresponding research was kindly unlocked for the absolute
away from
evil.
the fish talking.
This was necessary in the tutorial in order
watching
not
it.
to confuse it with the wide range of possibilities. Besides, there are people out there who really do everything wrong.
Pretty funny.
Unfortunately, creatures were a little more demanding than the miserable little snots. A hideout would have to be researched before creatures such as goblins and orcs could be hired. As loyal as the little snots were, they were unable to fight and took to their heels in panicked flight at the first sight of an enemy. Sighing, the unscrupulous evil set about providing a hideout.
Oh, that's heaps cool. So they dig up the area. That is cool. That is cool. Okay, I don't have enough. Okay, I don't have enough gold. I need more gold. See if we can get some more gold from over here. Yeah, we're getting gold. Good, Cavs. What's going on, buddy? How are you? How are you, man? Hope you're well. Thanks for joining us. It's really appreciated. Man, there's a lot of gold here. Look. Lots and lots of gold. Alright, let's research that stuff. Yeah, pretty good. Oh, that's good. That's good. Find out. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, not enough gold. No! I need more gold. Oh, really? Oh, Fortnite servers are down? Oh, okay. Really? Oh, so what, are they doing maintenance, are they? Okay. Nice. Interesting. Lots of gold here. Lots and lots of gold. Heaps of gold. He's coming back to get it. Look, how cool is that? They come back to get the gold that they drop. Build the hideout. It's pretty cool. There you go. So we've got to hire creatures.
The army craving evil had hired a creature which would from now on do its dirty work. However, each creature consumed a population point. Fortunately, these could be increased just like the number of workers. Should it become necessary to recover a population point, the maliciously grinning evil could always use the egress located at its dungeon heart. Simply toss the creature onto it, a little pull of the lever, and oh whoops, well, there it goes.
What am I doing? Ah, here we go. So, I need to get more gold. I need to get more gold. Digging it up, getting some gold. That's a gold vein. That's pretty cool. Okay. Right, so we hire another creature.
These creatures were pretty spoiled. Not only did horde creatures demand their own bunks, they also wanted something to eat. Otherwise, they would soon refuse to do any work whatsoever and go on strike. The deeply Snimeval had no other choice than to build his creatures a gobbler farm to satisfy their hunger.
This is too funny. So I gotta build a gobbler farm. How cool is this? How are you supposed to dig it? No, we have to dig this wall out. This is pretty cool. 2 seconds. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Alright. Let's have a look. Okay, so what am I gonna do now? Research Gobbler Farm. Wow, they want you to research a lot of stuff. I need more gold. Oh. Okay, it's hilarious. I want to say you do the gold vein then, because that's got like 14,000 in it. So it's like, how can you not dig that out? Yeah, it's a great game, Cavs Gaming. I've only just started playing it, and it's a lot of fun. It's got some funny moments. So oh, there we go. Now they're digging it. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, why is they not digging it? So we can get some more gold. We need as much gold as possible. Yeah, look, here it comes. Come running back. Why are they putting it there? They're meant to put it in here. Oh. They've meant to put it in here because this is the gold room. They're just shoving it in the corner. No! Okay, hold on. Right, we'll get them to dig this one out and then we can make it a lot easier for them. This is too funny. It's like, dig it out, dig it out. Wow. They're really, Really bringing it down. It's taking a little bit of time. Why are they not digging it? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say. It's actually a lot of fun. Oh. There you go. So we just built our...
Excellent work. The Gobbler farm was now ready. Later, the creatures would also demand other things, but for now, they were satisfied. The fast learning evil had mastered the first tutorial with flying
Big chicken
colors.
leg.
Excellent work.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, this is actually a lot of fun. This is actually a lot of fun. It's good. Oh, let's go. Alright, so we're going to start playing. The cool thing is you can play co-op as well. So you can invite a friend if you like, if they have the game.
Set about sending its
really
creatures
cool.
into the overworld.
Oh, let's do this. You can drop a number of creatures at the same time in the dungeon. Just hold B. Very handy indeed, especially when throwing creatures at the dungeon gate or a demon portal. How funny is that? You throw it at a demon portal. Get in there! It's like, I'm not happy with you. It's pretty funny.
Fast Learning Evil had begun the second tutorial. It now more or less knew what it had to do to build a dungeon. Now it would turn to the overworld, where it would sow chaos and destruction. Up there waited a Isle of Good, which just begged to be destroyed. The impatient evil got right down to destroying. Before the overworld could be destroyed, a number of creatures would first have to be brought there. The Hand of Terror greedily reached out to grab some.
Oh. Okay. So pick up creatures with the Hand of Terror. He's just like... So what, how are you supposed to pick them up then? Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you pick these guys up. Because it's pointing to them. So pick up a creature with a Hand of Terror. doesn't really tell you, does it? How are you supposed to pick him up? So I picked him up. Oh, so you need to pick up 5. Oh, I get it now. Okay. Alright. Ah, that's the mistake I was doing. Alright, so you gotta pick them all up at once. So the ones that has the 5 on. Okay. One left. Where is he? Throw the creatures at the dungeon exit.
First, creatures ventured out into the overworld. The destruction-craving evil could hardly wait to transform all those unbearably rich colors into 50 shades of grey. The drooling evil did not have the omnipotence in the overworld it was used to in the dungeon. Here, it had to direct its creatures the old-fashioned way, with orders.
Nice. Okay. Select your creatures. Okay. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Let's say. Yeah. So you gotta hold the A button down. That's actually not bad. So you gotta press X to move. Sort of reminds me a bit like Halo Wars, but dungeons with orcs and stuff. Attack! Oh, we're gonna die. I just lost a creature.
Ah, the Isle of Good had been destroyed. To the ground. This not only made for a more pleasant ambiance, but also produced some lovely evilness, which could be used for research. The researching evil quickly set about spending its evilness.
That's cool. That's very cool. What's the other buttons do then? Oh wow.
The sinuous evil had researched the Naga. The watchful evil had researched the guard room. There its creatures could stand watch and be warned. The fantastic evil had understood the basics of the overworld and the advantages of evilness in the blink of an eye. Not that those were difficult concepts, but hey, you take what you can get, so good work.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Interesting. Dungeons for advanced students. Alright, so it's taking me through all the tutorials, so this is good. I'm learning a lot. Great game. Awesome little game.
The knowledge-thirsty evil obviously couldn't get enough of these crazy tutorials. Alright then, let's improve our knowledge of the dungeon. The Absolute Evil's creatures gathered experience from battles over the course of time, and thus reached new levels. This was to be welcomed, as higher-level creatures were much more powerful. Unfortunately, the creatures also became harder to please as their levels increased, and had the impudence to demand new things. Unbelievable! Well, that borders on treason. Horde creatures, for example, would later demand beer that they themselves produced in the brewery. But the brewery was still a long way off, as the annoyed evil's little snots had once again proved their lack of intelligence and hadn't built any workplaces in the dungeon. Toolboxes would later be needed for the brewery. These were produced by little snots at workplaces in the workshop. Sighing, the once again disappointed by its workers' evil, set about building the workplace. The little snots willingly set to work producing toolboxes with a stupid grin on their faces. These were needed to build the workplace in the brewery. A cast iron brewing kettle made out of toolboxes? Computer game logic. The not particularly known for its patience evil patiently waited for enough toolboxes to be available.
Cool. So it's just producing 4 toolboxes at the moment.
The splendid evil had finally produced enough toolboxes by waiting in boredom. It quickly set about building the brewing kettle.
That's kind of cool. He's carrying all the toolboxes. It's like, yep, easily done. I like how the hand just floats above, like you can just access it, like it's pretty cool.
The brewing kettle stood proudly, and the diligent little snots went directly to work producing the delicious brew, so that the horde creatures could soon start knocking it back. All that was missing was someone playing some good old-fashioned folk music. Then again, maybe not. Always makes my ears bleed. But now for something completely different, as the hard-working evil now had access to the lecture hall. There, additions to normal research in the form of scrolls could be made for small amounts of gold, time, and evilness. The always slathering for something new evil quickly began to try them out.
Nice. Okay. So we've got to research the scrolls. Oh, no. Where's the scrolls? Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's true there.
It's payday. Yes, my grandmother always found that a good choice.
More gold. Nice. That's cool. Alright. So we still got 3 scrolls to research.
Yes, my grandmother always found that a good choice.
Nice.
Splendid work. The good-humored evil had not only satisfied its alcoholic creatures, but at the same time learned more about research. It now considered itself well-equipped to begin converting the lessons learned into evil, nasty deeds.
Nice. That's pretty cool. So we're actually getting through the tutorial now, which is good. Alright, final exam, here we go. The choke full of knowledge evil
The
now face a
final
challenge.
exam. The chock full of knowledge evil now faced the challenge of preparing its dungeon for real dangers.
Wow. Okay, let's do this. GG's if I die. It's gonna be hilarious.
And now it's time for a good book. I still have this comic, and if I were to make myself a drink, I could... Oh, wait. You're here? What? I thought we'd done all the tutorials. What do you mean the menu offers a 4th tutorial? But I don't have any more documents for that. I'd love to work with professionals just once. Those boneheads at Realmforge can't even get the main menu right. They're probably busy building the Berlin airport. Well, since you're already here, we can... Oh, crap. 3rd person. Well, since the already arrived evil was already there, I can probably forget that drink. The keeping the narrator from his hard-earned drink and his lovely Marvel comic book evil commenced yet another tutorial. In this one, it would, learn something about, traps and spells, like, how to make and use them.
Nice.
It was a pretty, free-form tutorial, as if someone had just made it up really quickly. It was about defending the dungeon against attacking heroes. A few traps had already been placed. These were ready to make life difficult for every hero that approached them. Some others were manually triggered by a blow from the Hand of Terror. Here, timing was everything. The Arcanium already held a lot of mana ready to be used for powerful spells.
Nice. Alright. Cast a spell. Okay, rain arrows. Okay, so we got rain arrows. Deals 100 damage to all enemies within 7-meter area of effect. Demon strength. Demon portal. Frost bomb. Menace shield. Mana bomb. Meteor shower. Wow. Brainwash. Undead rise. Create gobblers. Create crates. Magic room. Tentacle. Ooh. Creates a tentacle in a dungeon with 1,000 to 5,000 life energy. Wow. Okay. Magic barrier. Ooh. Yes, I gotta use a spell. So how am I supposed to... so what am I doing? So how am I supposed to... trap, spike trap. Use a manual trap. So how are you supposed to use a manual trap? So where does it say that? So move camera, notifications, pick up units, dig, overworld, move attack, add order. You know, really say, does it? It's construction menu, research. So how are you supposed to? Ah, there.
A suspicious trampling of heavy boots
Just
and
press
clanging
B.
of armor was heard in the dungeon. Soon, the first heroes would enter the dungeon.
Nice.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Oh.
Defend the dungeon heart.
Where's my... Oh.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Come on. Don't let me do it. Oh.
Payday.
Let's say.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
What? It's not working.
Your dungeon heart is under attack. Defend the dungeon heart.
Nice, we got it. We just had to make sure that we had enough enemies.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Oh.
Defend the dungeon heart.
Come on. This is it. Attack him. Attack him. Okay. Nice. We got him.
Oh.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Oh, that was too soon. That's on cooldown, that's why. Oh. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Very cool.
All right, excellent work. The last hero had been fended off. The tutorial was finished. Finally, I can get back to my gin and super. Well done. So, now it's time you turn to other things. Things that don't stop me from drinking and from reading my comics.
That is awesome. That is awesome. It's a really good game. Once you sort of figure it out, it's okay. Like, it's pretty good. It just took me a little bit of time, so.
The Shadow of Absolute Evil. The Shadow of Absolute Evil had crossed the sea and now sought the chosen target, a dark elf named Talia. A long, long time ago. The Absolute Evil had, in the famous predecessor to this game, subjugated the known world and defeated good. Now, in a world full of blackness and despair, it spent its days sipping cocktails from the skulls of its enemies and forging new plans over a grilled unicorn kebab. Unfortunately, there wasn't much left to forge. A few orc wedges, the occasional trick played on the little snots. There just wasn't anything left to conquer. As the weeks and months passed, the Absolute Evil grew ever more reticent and seclusive. From time to time, one could hear a slight murmur from the depressed evil's super-secret laboratory in the depths of the dungeon. Its creatures grew more worried with each passing day, and even started to miss its ingenious evil tricks. It was a somewhat confusing time for them. No beatings, no torture, and no being sent to a senseless death. On the other hand, it was a rather nice change. Eons passed, and the unicorn supply dwindled until suddenly, one wonderful day, the evil genius Evil joyfully burst from its super-secret laboratory. It finally had a new goal. An unknown continent, as often found in sequels, lay to the east, sheltered from the wicked evil by naught but a puny little ocean.
It's a game, Dark Shadows. It's
It
really cool.
immediately had a
It's
fleet.
actually not bad. It's a real-time
This was
strategy
so
game.
powerful
It's actually
that
good
it covered
fun.
the horizon from
Takes a
north
little bit
to
to get
south,
used to, but it's
and
good.
was manned by
It's
the
good.
best and
Different.
most powerful
Very
creatures
different.
at the devious evil's command. The fleet set sail for the crossing to this new continent, left the harbor, and sank. Yet that mattered naught to the couldn't give a hoot about its minions' evil. It instructed its goblins and little snots to design an even more powerful fleet. These new ships were gigantic. Loaded with devious evil's second-best creatures, the fleet set out. And that sank as well. The annoyed evil saved his relentless anger towards the shipbuilders for later. Obviously, it would have to take care of the matter itself. With a sigh, it cast a spell and created a shadow of itself, a creature of absolute darkness and evilness. This shadow flew across the water towards the east. There, it would find a vessel, a corruptible being that would subjugate this land in the name of evil, and the shadow had the perfect target in mind.
Nice. It's pretty cool.
The great paladin Tanos, hero of the totally Eastern Kingdoms and a repugnantly good fellow. He was visiting the fatiguing library in Tristram with his comrades to see his foster daughter Talia.
Well now, Talia, tell me about your studies. Are you making progress with the writings of the ancient sages?
Yes, dear father, I have thoroughly digested it and have come a step closer to the good. The desire within me to do evil is defeated.
Really? Excellent! I am proud of you, my child. Continue to concentrate on your studies. I must go to Stormbreeze to clear up a few matters. I'll be back soon. In the meantime, my loyal friend Grimly will protect the country. Should anything trouble you, you can turn to him. Isn't that right, Grimly?
Aye, of course, Tanos. I'll keep an eye on the damned elf. I mean, your daughter. You can count on me.
Nice.
Then I'll see you soon, my friends. May the goddess watch over you, and the light burn eternally.
Bon voyage, dear father. I'll make you so proud of me. Who does good is good.
Yuck! Disgusting phrases like that always leave such a nasty taste in my mouth. These abnormally good heroes, on the other hand, had no inkling of the malignity gathered to the south. One moment a herd of sheep was peacefully grazing, and the next moment, whumph! With a fulminant explosive effect that ate up half our special effects budget, the shadow entered the world. His target, a dark elf caught between good and evil, was very close. As the shadow of the unspeakably evil moved through the world, all around it died. Plants withered. Animals perished. Sort of like a picnic with my family.
Okay, so reach Tristram.
The shadow of the far-off evil found itself very, very close to Twistram. It could practically feel its target's presence.
Take these lanterns, men, and let the light of the goddess shine. for the night is dark and full of terrors. And there's a pile of horse poo around here somewhere. I trod in it earlier. For the darkness! I mean, for the light! Sorry, I'm still in training.
Yes, well, that is somewhat suboptimal. Naturally, the shadow of the almighty evil was an incredibly powerful creature, but, well, light was a bit of an issue. It would certainly be wise to stay out of the lantern light. Lanterns! Lanterns everywhere! Lanterns! You'd think some nutcase hung them all over the place just to be irritating. I'm supposed to be the evil one here. Whatever. The shadow of the nestled cozily before the fireplace evil was extremely sensitive to light, and would inevitably take damage from it. It was important to avoid light as much as possible. The shadow reached the entrance to Twistram. Fortunately, this one was not closed, but it was brightly lit. Luckily, there was an unfortunate guard on patrol that the shadow was able to possess, thanks to its incredible powers, as long as it wasn't in the light.
Did he possess someone?
The shadow of absolute evil melded with the guard and took control of his body. Thus, it was able to pass through the gate with ease.
Nice.
What was that? I think there was something wrong with that last beer.
Unfortunately, the shadow's possession only lasted a short while before the guard was able to free himself. Still, it was long enough to get past the gate. The shadow's target was close. So close. Talia, the Dark Elf. Soon she would fight on the side of evil.
May the goddess be with you, my friends. It will soon be time to open the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Come to the big square and join in the festivities.
Well, I don't know.
I had actually kind of planned to spend the evening in the bathhouse.
Friends, this orphanage is very important to my father. Tanos, you know, the mighty paladin, the one you really don't want to offend.
Yeah, all right, we'd love to come.
Excellent! May the light of the goddess shine upon you, and let us experience this exhilarating spectacle in the big square together. Follow me, my friends, for evil, the light, I mean. Keep the light burning bright, for the night is dark and full of terrors or errors or something like that.
Cool.
Stop holding the lantern in my face like that, boy. I am Grimly, king of the dwarves, and I am used to the...
In the distance, one could hear the unbearably good bells of a church. They must be marking the opening of the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Heroes with lanterns began to stream in that direction. The crossing on a red signal evil shadow swore, or would have if it had a mouth, and tried to avoid the lanterns as much as possible.
My dear, we're gathered here to open this orphanage in the fatiguing library for our goddess. And in the name of my father Tanos, I'm glad to see so many of you here of your own free will.
Finally, the time had come, and the shadow of the passes in the slow lane evil was within range of Talia.
My dear father would be very proud were he
We
with
just
us
possessed
today.
this woman.
He would be overjoyed to see us give the young and the needy a place to live and thrive. That's why I'm happy to take this orphanage and destroy it utterly, and all of you with it.
What did she say?
Die!
Nice. Oh, this is too good.
I feel the power within me. Oh, it's over 9,000!
Unimagined powers surfaced in Talia. The black magic of the Dark Elves. She immediately began to unleash these powers of chaos upon the world.
Oh, this is too good.
I will kill you all! I'll tear you to pieces!
The Dark Elf raged through Twistrum's inexperienced
Oh,
guard.
this is so
She
good.
thereby built up a tremendous inner energy, which she released into the world as a focus beam, while screaming, Kamehameha! Meanwhile, in the fatiguing library, they waited eagerly with coffee and cake for Talia to show up and open the new orphanage. The energy beam hit the cake with a resounding zap and reduced it to ashes. Oh yes, and the rest of the building and everyone inside it as well. The narcissistic evil patted itself on the shoulder for this. Or it would have, but the metal armor always made such a terrible clunking noise when it tried. But then again, that's what little snots are for. Obviously, the Dispatch Shadow had found a perfect vessel in the Dark Elf. Talia had already earned the title of Employee of the Month, with the utter destruction of the fatiguing library, as well as half of Twistrum. The destruction of an orphanage and the bombardment of innocent citizens with magic missiles immediately made her the minion-wasting evil's new favorite henchperson. Her evil deeds complete, Talia withdrew into the vaults beneath the ruins of the fatiguing library.
Nice.
There, between the slaughterhouse and Mad Archbishop Lazarus's apartments, she prepared to create something powerful in the name of the absolutely ultimately evil. A dungeon heart, the cornerstone of any dungeon's power. Far away, Paladin of Light and Talia's former mentor, Tanos, was on his way to the Empire's capital of Stormbreeze. Naive and trusting as he was whistling cheerfully to himself, with no inkling of his foster daughter's dark deeds. though he was aware that as a dark elf, she always had a core of evil in her. He had hoped to defeat it through religious indoctrination with ancient mad writings. Well, old bean, you thought wrong.
Nice. That was a great game. Alright. What we're going to do is we're going to leave that there, and we'll continue. We'll stream this again tomorrow. Definitely love this game. It's so good. Like, it's such an awesome game. But yeah, we'll definitely stream some more tomorrow, and we'll see you then. As always, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you then. Bye for now.